Okay, so I've took the case off, which is a standard 2-screw hole body affair. More of a twist and pull back, but I mean the case is knackered. So I'd love to get another sort of 486 AT case and replace it. And yeah, here is the insides. Pretty crowded. I've got cables on the motherboard, but none of them work. And what are you running to? I have no idea. Hard drive, the 2 floppy drives, obviously the CD drive. It is the 30-pin SIM. I must have 8 4-meg chips. There's my interface card beneath all the wiring. The graphics card, sound card, the network card, and the processor is this down here. So I'm going to strip it all out. I think I'll just take everything out. See if I can maybe, might even re-tidy it all, put some tie wraps in it or something, I don't know. I don't normally do that, but anything is better than this jumbled mess. I'm back again. Well, I've stripped the whole board out. It was the power cable I had earlier was for the fan, the processor fan I'd put on. This used to have a barrel battery, and it may be a little bit difficult to see, but there was a slight blue tinting on that pin. That was carbonisation from a minor leak because of it being an old unit. And it was 30-pin SIM. For ages I've not been able to find proper details on the pin alignment. I did have some somewhere, but I found a new set online, which is awesome. I think I might try and see if I can ask for a copy of all this. The board is a Soyo 025A2. Now on here there's nothing written Soyo anywhere, so you have no bloody clue. And it is running badly lighted DX33. If I find the 66 I'll take it out and change it, but I need to read up again on how to remove them. It's running full 256 kilobyte cache RAM, which is the 4 sticks there, and 256k config, 5 16-bit 8-bit ISA slots, 2 full 32-bit VLB. Now here's something I found with this proper pin diagram. All 4 of these jumpers, jumper 8, 9, 10 and 11, were in the 2-3 closed position. These control the weight states and config details. The weight state for both slots. Now this would answer why I would have hang-ups and slow with it. Or it should. The others are all set right, but what I've also found is that's an external battery hookup JP20. This 4-pin one here. So if I read up again what type of external hookup it takes, I don't have to worry about that barrel battery, which is a good thing, because I would either have to solder another on, which wouldn't be too difficult here, which is those 2 pins in the centre there. But if I can hook up an external, well, I'll be jumping for joy. Clock generator is this rectangular one here. So yeah, that may solve the problem. I also managed to find some proper config details for my interface card. Not much needed changing. For answer, it's a KJ DKen-IDE plus 5VL. It's a cheaper bog standio. All that they've really changed that may improve is I've buffered the IDE ports now, which may improve performance slightly. Everything else still pending a tidy up of the case again. I may change the fan, buy a new 40mm fan or something, because this is a bit gratty, but I'm going to open it up and put a bit of WD in it or some... well, WD and then hair clip oil. There's its plastic mount. Just sit that around the 486. Standard 486s though, not... maybe DX2s as well, nothing above. The little heatsink. The original barrel battery. Which... yeah, you see sort of that dusting and speckling, that's part of its rot. We also have the RAM. Now, something that surprised me, I wasn't expecting to see, I've got them upside down at the minute, they were bent, or starting to bend. Yeah, you can't quite see it now. I've also muddled the rotor up. Here's one. They were like literally being pushed because of the plastic holders. So I'm glad I've got these 4 meg chips out of there, because these, I don't know how rare they are anywhere else. I haven't seen many 4 meg chips on eBay for a while, and I have about 128 megs worth. Right, the Paradise Barley. Not too bad a card. I'd love to get the RAM chips, which I may look on, do a bit of research. When I say research, I'll have a quick skeg and see if I can find any chips for it. Maybe with the change I may not switch to the Mac 32. Just for a size comparison. It's about half the length of my 22-inch monitor. Standard Etherlink 3, 10 meg. I can't remember if this one's bi-directional or not. I think it is, but it's a basic Ethernet card, so it does the job. And then the actual model I am running is a CT2940, which works on your standard plug and play. I would like to actually get this thing speeded up proper as it should be, the actual 486, so I can test the 2 vintage capture cards I've got for it. Well, the 2 or 3. Right. The case is a bit junked. I had to, this corner, yeah, I had to bash that in so that the motherboard would fit. I think when I got it first, it had a Pentium system in it, I think. I can't remember. I may strip it out and re-glue some points. Oh, then again, it actually just needs a screw up there. Don't answer why that was loose. This time I'll hook up the lights properly when I rebuild it, and I may try and run the power cable. May actually try and run it through this point here, rather than have it all junked over. Or then again, depending if I can be asked, because I've got to take all the connections. Yeah, we'll see about that. But yes, the fan's definitely something I want to change. Speaker. Turbo switch. Power LED. There's a turbo LED somewhere and a hard drive one. Never did get what that was for on this this Molex connector. I need to re-screw in the pegs. They've come out. Other than that, not much else really I may do with it for now. Although I think I definitely will dig out the DX2. Just on another note, anyone ever used one of these before? I decided to buy 2 of them. Let's check them out. Aircon for your PC. Now whether they're going to do any great job or not, I don't know. Hell, really, man doesn't need one. But whatever. I thought I bought one for my main door and one for the machine I'll use for my XP gaming. The Fujitsu. So who knows? Just as a point, the 2 floppy drives. Ribbon cable. And the hard drive, which is an IBM OEM Dala-3540. 540 megabyte. What I kind of like about this, next to the actual 540 megabyte capacity, it states 527, which is its actual capacity, which is kind of cool. I may read up and check what those jumpers are for, but I think they're just master slave select. And it has another set of pins there, which I can't remember what they are. I think they're another sort of IDE activity detection, depending on the type of board you had. So yeah.